A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Brock certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared, but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there and a first down.
And the running back position just continues to evolve from what I saw as a youngster when you just took the ball from the quarterback and ran as far as you could. Nowadays, you've got to be able to catch the ball as well. And there were 15 running backs last season, partner, that ran for over 1,000 yards, but only 3 had 500 or more receiving yards as well. Leonard Fournette with Jacksonville, Christian McCaffrey, of course, with Carolina, and this guy right here, Dalvin Cook.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota...
Cook hit and he lost the football.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 1st and 10, Cousins. This is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Cousins. Flushed out right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. They get it to him running left. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the...
They will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Kirk Cousins taking it in. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
That's the score. Vikings 7, Packers 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I think Josiah DeGuara out of Cincinnati is one of the underrated picks in the draft, and Green Bay got him to play tight end, H-back, a little receiver, maybe even some fullback in their running game. He did it all for the Bearcats. Can run routes downfield, excellent hands, and I love the way he competes.
He was brought down.
Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr. 9 remaining on 2nd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 32-yard line.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. The Patriots have jumped out to an early lead over Miami. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
To throw, Cousins. Complete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Cousins. He's going to go for a big play downfield. With his words intercepted. Davis with a pick.
Some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Jones, the ball carrier. Anthony Barr brought him down. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter with the score Vikings 7, Packers 3.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
Number 33.
And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tim Williams able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Second down, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. First down, here's Cousins. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And that's off the mark, incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. But now it'll be third down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Gets this one out wide quickly. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Trent Taylor there to make the grab. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
That's the score. Vikings 14. Packers 3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
First down, Packers.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometime.
And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. He'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Intercepted.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
That's good.
Well, the evidence is once again presented why he was such a top target at LSU. And Justin Jefferson carrying that over to the NFL. He's what a lot of people call a natural pass catcher. What I love about him is the ability to play the ball in the air and at the moment of truth, go up and take it from a defensive back. This guy is smooth.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Packers' 36-yard line.
Now Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He was brought down by 19.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
It's now 3rd and 5.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Throwing, Cousins. Cook. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll run with Cook. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
On the carry.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
2nd and 4. They try again with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Barely got the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis? The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the third quarter will start with a touchback as that one lands in the end zone. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Off the play fake, Cousins. They'll roll him out right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Britton Colquitt now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Fielded at the 33. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
Now this one was tight end out on the right side. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Jones. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He's got Lewis. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Green Bay.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Rodgers.
Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They get just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
Now, there's a target that just about any quarterback would like to throw to. Devin Funchess, one of the big-body receivers in the league who can go up and get it. Former Carolina Panther played one game with the Indianapolis Colts in 2019 before breaking his collarbone. Excellent hands, monster target, kind of forgiving target for a quarterback. The Packers really need him to develop and give them another option on the perimeter.
They'll try again with Jones. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Now Rodgers. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Crosby with the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Cousins on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Complete to Devin Funchess. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Vikings' 22-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
1-yard attempt.
And And the 13-year man puts it through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Kenny Clark came into the league as one of the youngest players ever to be drafted. He's now one of the unsung leaders of this Packers defense. Went to the Pro Bowl for the first time after the 2019 season.
Third and short yardage, Cousins. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
As the tight end position continues to grow in importance and gain respect, you understand even more why the Vikings selected Irv Smith out of Alabama in 2019 in the 2nd round. They already had a big-time tight end in Kyle Rudolph, but now with Smith, you diversify the offense. You've got 2 big targets who can go down the middle of the field and make big catches. Expect that trend to continue in 2020.
No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 44-yard line.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis.
21.
It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. On 3rd down, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Cook.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. To throw is Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Incomplete, nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
46-yard attempt.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And then we'll bump the lead up to 11. A big one there. gives them a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Rodgers now on first down. Slant to Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. They need a touchdown, the two-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. That catch good for only a couple.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Another throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
We always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll run on first down. Cook. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
From the 40 now on second down. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
A first down throw for Cousins. Intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jair Alexander. The play they needed in a two-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Oh, he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the Taylor now returning it. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On play action, Cousins. This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They still can't get it. He'll try and run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins to the right side and complete to Jefferson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Vikings. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Cousins gets this one out wide quickly, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down, Vikings.
Goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Stop short.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Goal.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Again, it's Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down.
And that's a major league loss of yardage and probably loss of momentum. You're snapping the ball at the 1-yard line before you suffer that big loss.
Yeah, you think of losing any yardage from the 1 is bad. To go that far back, that's a disaster.
And I think the play calling sequence that maybe...
And Thielman's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
The score, Vikings 32. Packers.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. To throw again, Rodgers toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up third and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And again, it's Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Cook following the penalty. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They run it again with Cook. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Vikings, that'll be a